So I have here some wanted posters that came out in this chapter that are worth collecting. Oh, this is for completed ones. I don't need to be looking at that. I want to look at active ones. So somewhere around here near the Silbach and Rita's Vineyard. This one, I believe, is the one I'm thinking about. The inhabitants of Silbach and Rita's Vineyard complained about an aggressive Nordmarian. He was caught several times stealing sheep and starting fights. The man was extremely strong and aggressive. During the last attempt to detain him, he injured one of the guards. He was last seen near the waterfall on the bridge between Silbach and Rita's Vineyard. A reward of 300 gold. So I think that should be this big one more or less straight ahead. And it's getting a little late, so it might be kind of dark by the time I get there and back again. A Hobbit's Tale by Bilbo Baggins. But I think he should be at the high bridges that are going over in front of the waterfall over here. And here is a alligator? A slimy lizard. What the hell is that? So it's not just a regular old lizard, it's a slimy lizard. A fair amount of XP for it. That's a unique creature that I've not seen. So I'm not sure what that is supposed to be for. Like, is that lizard for a quest, or is that some other evolution of here's a stronger version of a lizard to pace out the game's progression and difficulty balancing? And of course we see here there are now wargs in the woods. And this, I suppose, is the refresh from chapter 4 where they put a bunch of new enemies in places. So depending on how thorough I want to be, I could run across the entire map again looking for all these new enemies. Don't know that I want to do that because I feel pretty over-leveled as it is. And it's just extra time consumption to run around and do all this stuff, and this playthrough has been dragging on long enough that I'm not overly interested in doing that. But it looks like that's probably the Nordmarian. Maybe. It's a bandit. Bridge near the waterfall. So let's see what these guys are all about. It looks like he's wearing some kind of special armor. Might be some kind of plate. There it is. Oh god. He's got some crab plate. This guy's kicking my ass with a elm bow. How much damage is an elm bow worth? Not a lot, right? 45 point damage. And I have 103 projectile damage. Also, that guy had a crap load of dexterity to be knocking out like 20 or 30% of my health bar in one hit like that. Good grief. I did not get a quest entry killing that. It remains to be seen where the whatchamacallit guy is. Meanwhile, where is my boar stew? Boar stew. There's Frost, okay. Maybe that's the Nordmarian. I remember seeing something called Frost from one of those bounty boards. Are we just gonna fight? Yep, no dialogue. I want us to have one of these wanted guys like actually have conversation where we can talk about their motives and maybe have a role-playing choice to do something different besides just murder them. When he dropped a weapon called Boar, which is what? Boar. See again. Pretty pathetic base damage, but he was hitting me really hard. So he must have had a whole lot of strength. Now let me check these other ones. I think Inhabitants of Silbach and Rita's Vineyard is the newest entry, so alarmed residents of Silbach are reporting about dug up graves in their local cemetery. Apparently the perpetrator regularly returns to the cemetery and robs individual, even fresh, graves. Because of his agility and appearance only at night, the locals nicknamed him the Hyena. There is a reward of 300 gold for carrying out the death sentence, which can be collected from the guard octave. So, I don't know if I'm getting close enough to nighttime or not for him to spawn. But since I'm approaching Silbach, now would be a good time to go and check for a hyena. There is a sick scavenger up there. Like, what is all this weird stuff? Are the sick scavengers the ones that are like, flaming or whatever? Who said that? And why did you say that? At one point, I sent a Araxos guy out here to, you know, check the hunting grounds. It's the same guy. Gerka?
Hej,
Oh, that's a different guy.
jak leci?
Wybacz, ale wolałbym się skupić na polowaniu.
Can you explain to me what you're doing all the way out here? The more somewhat bizarre creature spawns. So there's Ivy. We got a couple new refugees. And thankfully Ivy does not force dialogue with me. I do not see any grave robbers here. Unless he's hiding out somewhere a little more discreetly, I will go take a nap in Lokvar's hut until midnight to heal and see if that will potentially spawn the grave robber. Well, there's somebody robbing a grave, and it kind of looks like a woman. Hey, you. The hyena.
Hej, ty. Mam cię.
Yep, there we go. We're just gonna fight. Well, she was much easier to fight than Frost. There's some other wanted poster that I did earlier that was pretty tough. Ay. This guy might want to talk to me. Who are you?
Niestety, jestem zajęty, nie pomogę ci.
Yeah, okay, you just want to look at me, that's all. Traveling trader? What do you have? Show me your goods. You got garbage, that's what you have. Nothing interests me. Well, you know what? I'll buy some lab water bottles. Not going to use them anytime soon, but because they're there, I may as well.
Co jest?
They are predictably asleep, but I don't know where Jill is. Here's where Jill is. She doesn't sleep, apparently. I have a thing of Martha stew, I guess.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
Masz. Dla ciebie. Only 40 gold for a super powerful healing stew.
Cholera.
Do you have no dialogue?
Jak się mają sprawy?
Odkąd pomogłeś nam z kilkoma problemami?
That's lame. There's a whole bunch of new refugees in town, and I'm not getting any dialogue from you. It would have been nice if he could have acknowledged, hey, there's another wave of refugees. I don't know if our little village can handle this many new people, especially after what we went through to take in the first batch. And instead he's just like, no change, same old, same old. Who are you? A refugee. What is happening? Who is fighting? I will rescue the beaten farmer from
Mądra decyzja.
from aggressive
Dziękuję ci
refugees.
za pomoc. Gdyby nie ty, byłoby po mnie. Nie mam zbyt wiele, ale chciałbym, byś wziął to złoto w ramach podzięki. Jeszcze raz dzięki za pomoc.
Whoops. I meant to say keep the gold. And then I absentmindedly said say nothing. Well. Alright. Who knows what would have happened if I said keep the gold? More XP?
Uważaj na siebie.
Would there have been a different reward? But see, now the refugees are attacking farmers. Still, Myvan is out here by herself. And none of my other friends are here. Except for Ezekiel.
Ej, ty.
And I can't buy from him, I guess, because he's not at his stall. Show me your goods.
Oh.
He's got 2 apples. I'll buy that. I'll buy that for $1. Guess I should buy some more vegetables while I have an opportunity to. Parsley is probably the more important thing to buy. Victor, how you doing?
Jak leci?
Widzę, że zbratałeś się z najemnikami Archolos. Twój wybór, ale ludzie mówią, że większość z nich to najzwyklejsi bandyci w ładnych wdziankach.
Hej,
Love is blooming.
miłość kwitnie, prawda?
Tak, kwitnie, kwitnie. Widziałeś Lutza? Mam dla niego parę rzeczy do roboty.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I guess he's sitting outside the inn.
Siedzi przed karczmą.
Adanosie, jak ja mam dość tego obiboka. Byle tylko wymigać się od pracy. A ciebie powinnam zabić tu, gdzie stoisz.
What did I do?
Co znowu zrobiłem?
Ty i te twoje swaty.
Ostatnio jak rozmawialiśmy, byłaś przeszczęśliwa.
Dalej jestem, tylko Lutz mi działa na nerwy.
Ale
Czego znowu nie rozumiesz? Idź już, póki jeszcze panuję nad sobą.
The Queen of Thorns. Is this a new quest?
co nowego?
Nic, jak to w Silbach. A gdyby rzucić to wszystko w cholerę i wyruszyć do miasta?
That's the same old, same old. So the Queen of Thorns. Martha is furious more so than usual. Not the ending I was expecting from the recent matchmaking. Maybe at least Lutz is happy? What does Lutz have to say now that we're in chapter 4? Where is Lutz? There he is.
Ej, ty,
Hey, you.
jak tam, gołąbeczki? Wszystko w porządku?
W porządku, w porządku.
Nie wyglądasz na szczęśliwego. Coś się stało?
Nie wiem, czy powinienem z tobą rozmawiać na takie tematy. Nie wygadasz się, Marcie?
Meh. No, unless Martha starts torturing me. That's the funny line.
Nie, o ile Marta nie zacznie mnie torturować.
Ma kobieta temperament, to prawda. Powiedzmy, że nie tak sobie wyobrażałem powrót do Marty.
Widziały gały, co brały.
Niby tak, ale nie wiedziałem, że wraz z upływem lat zaczęła tak zrzędzić na wszystko. Lutz, chodź tu, Lutz, zrób tamto, Lutz, nie tak to się robi. Czasem mam ochotę uciec do miasta, a potem na kontynent.
Znowu?
I to jest właśnie powód, dlaczego siedzę tu na tyłku. Wciąż mam wyrzuty sumienia po ostatnim numerze, jaki jej odstawiłem. Coś wymyślę, żeby nam się udało. O ile wcześniej się nie powieszę.
Mogę coś dla ciebie zrobić?
Nie tym razem. Mam co chciałem i muszę sam to rozegrać. Trzymaj się, Marvin. I pamiętaj, nie bierz sobie baby.
What does the quest say now? It seems that matching these two was a mistake. Interestingly, neither of them will take the initiative to end it. I'll talk to Bastian. Maybe? Are you serious? Everyone's unhappy all of a sudden. It's like they just got married, the honeymoon lasted one day, and now they're filing for divorce. Like, it's kind of funny, but I also... Are these two trying to work together and meet halfway on things? She wants him to work, he doesn't want to work. Relationships are give and take. It's almost like they're both just take, and no give.
Marta jak zwykle w humorze.
A daj człowieku spokój. Dzień w dzień się awanturują. Cała wioska ma już tego dosyć. Jak tak dalej pójdzie, to ludzie zaczną się wyprowadzać.
Jest aż tak źle?
Jedno chce wydłubać oczy drugiemu, a o rozstaniu żadne nie chce słyszeć. Najgorsze jest to, że cała ta sytuacja źle wpłynęła na Wiktora.
A co Wiktor ma z tym wspólnego?
Właśnie nie wiem, zrobił się opryskliwy. Pije więcej jak zwykle. A jak go spytasz, o co chodzi, to zastanawiasz się, czy cię zaraz nie pobije. To niepodobne do niego.
Fakt, to do niego niepodobne. Pogadam z nim.
Nie wiem, czy to dobry pomysł.
Niby czemu?
Człowieku, nawet starszy się zmartwił jego zachowaniem. Przyszedł tu z nim pogadać. A ten mu mówił, że to nie jego sprawa i ma spadać skąd przyszedł. Rozumiesz? Tak powiedzieć do Albyna?
To tym bardziej muszę z nim pogadać. Dzięki za informację.
So it seems that all of Silvak is fed up with Martha and Lutz's relationship. Bastia mentioned that something strange is going on with Victor. So why would Victor be acting so erratically? Hey, you.
Słyszałem, że coś cię trapi.
Nie twój interes, Marvin. Wydaje mi się, że masz inne rzeczy do roboty niż wtrącać nos w nie swoje sprawy.
Rozmawiałem z Bastianem. Ta cała sytuacja z Martą i Lucem.
Szlak, następny. Lutz to, Lutz jest najlepszy, Lutz zrobił to. Odwal się, Marvin, bo dostaniesz po twarzy.
Interesting. Was he quoting Martha? And then at the end, he was telling me to piss off or whatever? What is try your luck? Is this the you want a fight option?
Spokojnie, chciałem sprawdzić tylko, czy wszystko gra.
Przepraszam, Marvin. Nie chciałem cię urazić.
To powiesz mi wreszcie, o co chodzi?
Lutz działa mi na nerwy. Od kiedy przybył, cała wioska gada tylko o nim i o tym, jaki nie jest wspaniały. Mieszkam tu z nimi całe życie. Pracuję. Pomagam, gdy tylko ktoś czegoś potrzebuje. No ale co z tego? Nie mogę liczyć na odrobinę zainteresowania.
What is this about? Do you... It's not about, like, women fancying you or anything, is it? You just want recognition for the work you put in?
Jesteś zazdrosny?
Żebyś wiedział. Cholernie zazdrosny.
Does he fancy
Szczeta sprawa z
Martha?
Martą.
Zaraz, chyba zaczynam rozumieć. Jesteś zazdrosny o nią, nie o Luca. Cicha woda brzegi rwie. Nic im nie powiem, bądź spokojny.
Dzięki. Nie chcę sprawiać więcej problemów w wiosce.
No i takiego Wiktora zapamiętałem. Nie bój się, wszystko się ułoży.
Oby było tak, jak mówisz.
I mean, Victor was real helpful and courteous and hospitable at the start of the game, so my inclination would be to help Victor. But I also told him that I won't tell anyone, which means naturally I have to now tell people.
Hej,
Hey, he fancies you. Oh, that option doesn't exist. What is the quest, actually? Victor is jealous, not just for the affection the people of Silvak have for Lutz, but apparently for Martha. I should still tell Lutz about this. Maybe it'll make him break up with Martha. Wow. What are the...
hej ty,
I don't seem to have another choice.
jest coś, o czym powinieneś wiedzieć. Wiktor jest o ciebie zazdrosny i najwidoczniej podkochuje się w Marcie.
Wiem to już od dawna. Pracują ze sobą od lat. Wiktor chodzi uśmiechnięty od ucha do ucha po każdej rozmowie z Martą. Próbowałem z nim nawet o tym rozmawiać, ale za każdym razem mnie zbywał.
I nic z tym nie zrobisz?
Wiktor to łagodny człowiek, ręki na mnie nie podniesie. Marty też mi nie odbije, bo się mnie boi. Nie stanowi dla mnie konkurencji. Poza tym lubię go, nie chcę z nim zwady.
A nie pomyślałeś o tym, że Wiktor jest twoją drogą ucieczki?
Nie bardzo. To Marta by musiała zdecydować się na rozstanie.
A gdybyśmy jej dali powód?
To jest myśl. Tylko jak to zrobić?
Wiktor chce się ciebie pozbyć z wioski, a ty ewidentnie chcesz się stąd urwać. Chyba możecie sobie wzajemnie pomóc. Sprowokuj Wiktora do walki, najlepiej na oczach Marty.
Nie jestem pewien, czy to zadziała. Wiktor musiałby być wtajemniczony.
Wtedy się zorientuje, że to ustawka. Lepiej mu nic nie mówić. Ostatecznie i tak dostanie to, czego chce.
Plus parę siniaków. Zastanów się jeszcze nad tym. W każdym razie powiedz Wiktorowi, że czekam przed karczmą.
Think about it some more. You want me to think about this? Victor's jealousy could prove useful in breaking up a problematic question or couple. The question is, should I initiate him into Lutz's plan or keep it to myself? Interesting.
Hej,
So still no dialogue with her. Victor. So this is gonna lead to a branching outcome. This might be worth having a backup. So let Victor know about the plan. Don't let Victor know about the plan. So what is the difference? Is it just whether Victor will fight for real, or I don't know. Let's see, what's the implication? Because if Victor, he wants to feel like he beat Lutz for his own pride. So let me try not telling him about the plan.
Lutz prosił mnie, bym przekazał ci, że czeka przed karczmą.
Na kogo? Na mnie?
O.
Mówiłeś mu coś?
Nawet z nim nie rozmawiałem. Miałem ci przekazać wiadomość, to przekazałem.
He's not gonna
No
fight,
dobra.
he's just gonna get ambushed.
Pójdę sprawdzić, czego on znowu chce.
That's probably not what I wanted to have happen. I thought like they were gonna talk and stage a fight.
Wiktor, słyszałem, że masz ze mną problem. To słucham. Mów, co ci leży na sercu.
Szukasz problemów, Lutz? Chcesz, to ci je załatwię.
Śmiało, dawno nie biłem pachołka stajennego. Może jeszcze pamiętam, jak się to robi.
Mam ciebie dość. Pożałujesz tego, gnido.
Oh no. Victor. You didn't even put up a fight.
No, Wiktor, piękna walka. Wytrzymałeś
He
więcej
didn't
niż
last
5
more than
sekund.
5 seconds.
Gratuluję.
He lasted
Jak
one.
jeszcze raz cię zobaczę, jak wlepiasz gały w Martę, to cię zabiję. Rozumiemy się? Po twoich jękach słyszę, że się rozumiemy.
And then Lutz kind of like fumbled the bag on that.
Chwila. Hej,
Like, why'd you have to say it like that? Like, you didn't do this correctly,
Marvin,
Lutz.
mam do ciebie serdeczną prośbę.
She's gonna say stop
Mam się
interfering.
Nie, ale jeśli się zaraz nie przymkniesz, to sama spuszczę ci łomot.
co mogę dla ciebie zrobić, o szlachetna pani?
Powiedz temu bydlakowi, że ma się więcej tu nie pokazywać i że nigdy więcej nie chce z nim rozmawiać.
Jak panienka sobie życzy?
Well, that actually might have worked out alright. Once Victor gets his ass kicked,
Hey.
she's pissed at Lutz for being a bully.
Plan wypalił. Masz się wynosić z wioski.
O nie, moje serce. Jak ja to zniosę? Dzięki, Marvin. Jeszcze jeden dzień z tą harpią i bym zwariował.
A jeszcze niedawno mówiłeś co innego.
Człowiek sam nie wie, czego chce, póki nie spróbuje. Ruszam do miasta. Gdybyś czegoś potrzebował, będę tam, gdzie się pierwszy raz spotkaliśmy.
Nie rozumiem jednej rzeczy. Czemu nie mogliście sobie powiedzieć, że macie siebie dość? Oboje byliście wyraźnie nieszczęśliwi.
Znajdziesz sobie kobietę, to zrozumiesz. Wtedy pogadamy. No, na mnie już czas. Oby Wiktor szybko się pozbierał. Do zobaczenia.
I really hope that in chapter 5 or 6 there will be another quest to try to hook Lutz and Martha back up again. Because that would just be hilarious. All that work that I did to try to get Lutz to accomplish his goal and convince Martha to give him a second chance. how happy they seemed to be at first, and then they're immediately just like, no, this sucks, I hate him, go away. And he's like, I hate her, let me leave. Neither of them will separate. They're too stubborn to split up.
Hej, wszystko w porządku?
Nieźle pogruchotał mi kości, ale nic poważniejszego się nie stało. Co mu odbiło, tak nagle?
Kto go tam wie? W każdym razie Marta kazała mu się wynosić. Wygląda na to, że szybko Luca w Silbach nie zobaczymy.
Nie pasuje tutaj. Mimo wszystko życzę mu, żeby znalazł dla siebie miejsce na tym świecie.
Stary, dobry Wiktor wrócił.
Będę musiał przeprosić wszystkich za swoje zachowanie.
Myślę, że nie będą trzymać urazy. Tym bardziej, że Lutz i Marta nie będą się kłócić całymi dniami. Powodzenia z Martą.
Teraz mam szansę. Jak to mówią, człowiek nie wie, czego chce, póki tego nie straci.
No, how you doing? Jak leci?
Jak leci?
Wybacz, ale pogadamy później. Muszę...
Yeah, because I thought that, like, the idea was that Lutz would provoke Victor, and then they would fight, and then Lutz would take a fall to make it look like he kicked him. But that didn't happen. So Lutz has left.
Lutz się wyniósł.
Nareszcie! Nie mogłam go już znieść. Jeszcze ta bójka! Nie wiem, co trzeba mieć w głowie, żeby rzucić się na Wiktora. To najporządniejszy człowiek w tej wiosce.
Brzmi jak dobry kandydat na męża.
Ty daj sobie spokój z tymi swatami, bo wychodzą z tego same problemy. Wiktor i ja jesteśmy przyjaciółmi. Kiepska byłaby z nas para.
No tak, rozumiem. Przyjaciele na zawsze.
Ktoś twojego pokroju nigdy tego nie zrozumie.
Hej,
All right. Well, that's that. It's still pretty early in the morning, so everyone is yet to get to their standard routines.
hej ty.
Hey, you, show me your
Kocham-
goods.
Pewnie.
Still the same old,
Moje barany.
don't care. Kipper! What is he doing all the way over there? Whoops.
Hej,
Nie wracam tam. Za żadne skarby nie wracam.
Not going back there. What happened? What gate does this guy guard? The north gate? Harry is at the west gate.
Odłóż broń! Widzisz? To nie było takie trudne.
co słychać?
Nie widzisz, że coś robię?
There's a copy of this all the way out here. Is it the same one? I suppose I could have read about this before I got into town. Probably the exact same one from the previous chapter. If you're obliged to bring. I think that's the same one. Refugee. So this is the gate that Kipper would be guarding normally. Now he says he's not coming back here again. Why not? Are the 6 scavengers just representing like a spreading plague on the island, or what? And why are we getting 6 scavengers at this stage of the game? Did something happen that made Kipper scared to guard the gate? Or is he upset about something? I don't know why he's not guarding his gate and why he won't come back to the gate. I do not intend to explore too far here. I'm really just trying to see if there's evidence of anything that would be affecting Kipper. I would have thought there'd be monsters at the gates or person who had like attacked him or insulted him or something that made him want to not be here, but I don't know what's going on. You don't know anything about Kipper, do you? How you doing?
Co słychać?
Zostaw mnie. Rozpraszasz mnie.
That's a mystery. Fallen tree, I have not chopped this one. I don't suppose they would have spawned new frogmen in that waterfall, would they? I'd be surprised. But something's up with Kipper. Something changed, and I don't know what. I guess I should have talked to the other gate guard. I can't remember his name. Marcus? Marcus might be the hunter. The guy who's at the south gate or something, where Rolf is often hammering on the flats nearby. So do you have any new inventory, Bodovin? Show me your goods. He's got some of these. Could buy some of these, but now that I just spent like 6 grand, I'm less inclined to spend that money. Maybe he would have some recipes. Elixirs that I don't care about. Excuse me. So still nothing that appears to be able to allow me to use the troll aloe, earth aloe. What's his face? The butcher has a recipe that I think will let me use 2 of them to gain something. I don't remember how much immunity. But so far, that's looking like my only option for that. As far as wanted posters go, we still have rats in the sewers, and then beekeepers somewhere in the valley between their apiaries and the Merchants Guild mine. It's a big old bear. So I should go this way if I want to go try to hunt this bear. This might be a situation for a speed potion. Where are they at, though? 4 minutes of speed. Here we go! Could have already gotten that one. And that one. Probably this one. Oh no, I missed one. I still have found very little use for this wood. It seems to get used in some crafting recipes, but it's not been a very predominant ingredient in the ones that I've needed to work on. But I do have the option to sell them to Davis. So that's extra benefit to signing up with Davis for the second apprenticeship. I don't care about that tree. Okay, so the bee people are straight ahead. And the bear must be down here, I guess. To the right. Double check everywhere else in the vicinity. Oh, well, that's one way to check. How in the world did I survive that? I just fell 50 feet. Belly flop, face down. I was sure that I was dead. I am shocked, I tell you. Oh, more fallen trees. Oh, and there's the polar bear. Definitely does not camouflage well in this environment. Let's see how strong this is. Albino bearskin. I mean, it's pretty big, but it still goes down reasonably easily. Here we are. Go this way, and that leads to a door that will never open. But you know what? I made fairly effective use of my speed potion. Got all the way to the bear. I can check in on the bee farmers and see if there's any new changes here. Show me your goods. Same old, same old. He does have milk. I need that for something, don't I? I don't remember what recipe it was. I can't talk to him right now.
Mądra decyzja.
How about now?
Chwila. Jak się...
Nasza przygoda z niebieskim bzem przekonała mnie, że Nasza przygoda z niebieskim bzem przekonała mnie...
I thought it was an okay brew. Well, not a brew, but you just didn't have the best ingredient selection, and you can try something different. Whether or not, I guess, the the effort that was involved justifies it or not. That's maybe a different question. I thought there was a chance that Burmer might have some interesting changes, given that he's up against a coast and... Oh, I'm stuck on a thing. With him being up against the coast and having, like, Vardal kind of just overlooking. Seemed like there was a chance there might be some new activity on his farm. Whoops, don't do that. Nothing. How about you? Do you have any new inventory?
Pokaż.
Yes, a lot of scavenger eggs. Still got some pumpkins. Plenty of milk. All known recipes. Well, none of this is all that appealing. How you doing?
Co słychać?
Jak to mówi stare przysłowie, dwa tępe kamienie niczego nie urobią.
Iron sharpens
Muszę
iron,
lecieć.
as I have heard. Oh, yeah. Undo. Get out. Undo. There we go. Oh god. I got my keyboard layers set so that way I can play one-handed if I want to, and I'm kind of switching between layers real fast. And sometimes I get hung up on what... Oh. Did I not loot this the last time I was here? Oh, look, there's a she-serpent. A she-shark. There's two she-sharks. I forgot to mention, but it also seems that Kyle has yet to build his giant ladder to climb on top of the windmill. So far, not any new changes that I can see around here.
Nie będę ci za...
A Burmer. How you doing?
Co słychać?
Uważaj, chłopcze. Wszystko, co tu
Yeah. Can't climb this ladder, can I? It would seem that I cannot. Hmm. Might be interesting to check behind the farm. Might be some new spawns back here. Just as long as I am exploring around, checking for new content, may as well. Like, for instance, there could be a friggin' shadow beast right here. I feel like I can handle shadow beasts without dying, but just in case. Don't want to get overconfident. Oh, yeah. They're way too easy now. Like, I need those wanted posters to give any sort of really substantial challenge at this point. Kind of wish there were more enemies of that difficulty scattered throughout the world, actually. You don't have to have the unique model and everything, but a little bit tougher enemies around would be fun. Zombo. And some gobos. Oh, I'm stuck. Is this a... This is an orc structure ahead. Look at that. They are building outposts. I did previously find some orcs out in this vicinity. I'm curious if this is something that I'm supposed to come back to for a quest at some point, or what? So far, I had... Who was it? Was it the Gubernator? I think it was outside of Volker's Manor that I was able to say, hey, there's some orcs spotted around here, and he's like, nah, that can't be. It's really seeming like the plot is gonna eventually build up to orc invasion, but we're in chapter 4 of 6, and we're still doing endless, pointless fetch quests trying to find vague and tenuous connections to where Yorn might be. This one still needs a key.
Bez właściwego klucza nigdy tego nie otworzę.
So somewhere is a key that I am guessing I would get from a quest for that. I see a wolf that I missed. What am I stuck on? That was weird. I don't remember the previous times that I encountered orcs. Were they ever part of a quest? Or did I only have that line to report to Morris about the orcs just because I had been exploring and randomly found a handful of orcs in random places? So I don't remember what would have been related to a quest or what. But this is truly fascinating. That in places where there previously were originally no orcs and then only like, you know, a scout or something, there are now orc warriors who still die really easily, unfortunately. But now they're building structures, like they are planning an invasion. And we get to see it progressively build up. It's like, it's starting to happen. This is cool. Ujajanga. That looks like a shaman. I don't want to fight him if he's going to cast magic at me. Whoops. Oh. Way too easy. There's a wolf chomping. Let me kill this wolf. Maybe I should go check out that cave where I found that one orc that one time. I mean, if the orcs are building huts and stuff up here, they probably wouldn't be using that cave for anything anymore, but I still need to check now that I am aware that this is happening. Oh no, there's more orcs, or more wolf skins that I can't loot. So this is the stuff that bugs me, like, if we're gonna use the actual in-game lootable model, it would just make sense to make the item lootable. Especially in a situation like this where I kill the orcs and I want to explore inside their huts. Like, there should be some loot there to do something with. Can I sweep up this rubbish and get some loot this way? I guess not. It's just decorative rubbish. But hot damn, there are orcs on the northwest coast. So still nothing here. This should still be depleted. And this guy's long been looted, right? Yeah. I thought those guys were there the first time I was here. Previously chopped this down. Probably no way to get up on those rocks to the left, so I guess scoping out the ruins area is Worth checking out real quick while I'm up here. Might be some new stuff to fight. Yeah, that would be the way to get over to that plateau. On the lower level, at least, is if you maybe jump off of the bridge. I don't know that you could survive coming out the tower. And again, I did just belly flop 50 feet. Survived that with half my health bar, so maybe you could survive and drop out that tower window. To think of it, I did not ever. I don't think I ever tried exploring down below here. It's questionable if I could get around that corner. This slope looks a little steep, so maybe I won't bother with that. No sign of any monsters as far as I can tell. But there's a teleporter here, so I can use that. Oh god. I thought it was going to fly forward. But where to teleport to? I'm not in the magic circle. I don't understand. Haven't I used this teleporter before? Have I not used this circle before? I don't... It's not working for me. It says I'm not in it. They don't mean that, do they? Because that pentagram is not glowing and sparkling. I thought I could teleport at least from that other one. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I didn't think this was a teleport circle. Alright, so where should I go? There might be some stuff to kill if I go to the Lurker Coast, but I don't... Amber Coast? Oh, hello.
Nic tu nie ma.
Alright. I just wanted to check in on the populated areas. Talk to some people. What is this? Is that a fire lizard? It is. This is where I wish I had gotten that, whatchamacallit? The fire amulet. But, you know what? I can handle this. Easy peasy. So much easier now than it was however long ago it was that I was fighting all these things.
Co nowego?
Jestem zajęty.
This is a guy who loves interesting stories, but not really. He loves stories that are incredibly boring and straightforward and predictable, with no twists or worthwhile developments or shocking revelations. I went to a festival and I talked to an old soldier at a bar and then he died.
Hej,
Show me your goods. Same old, same old. Don't nobody care.
muszę już iść.
Pomyśl...
None of these guys look new. No new refugees washing up on shore here.
Chwila.
How you doing?
Co słychać?
Słyszałem plotki, że jacyś obcy dotarli na wyspę. Mam tylko nadzieję, że się wezmą do roboty, a nie będą leżeć do góry brzuchem z flaszką gorzałki.
How you doing?
Ostatnio ciągle chyba...
Yeah, alright.
Muszę już...
3...
Co tam robił?
I'm gonna sleep, that's all. So the Amber Coast has some people on it. It'd be nice if this teleporter were a little bit closer to them. There's a she-lurker.
Hej,
This all looks the same. And this door into the smuggling den probably is still gonna be non-interactive. But there should also be an Araxos dude keeping watch on them, and I thought maybe there would be some monsters out here to fight. Well, I don't see any. So this guy's still gonna have nothing to say, right?
Mam dużo spraw na głowie.
Non-interactive door. It would be nice if that one at least had the "I'll never get this open without the right key" line. This is just very strange when there's doors that not only you can't open, but that they seemingly can't even be interacted with. That's a little strange. Where can I get Duncan to take me to?
zabierz...
Don't need to go there. I don't need you to take me to the lighthouse. The shipyard or the harbor might be good. If I go to the harbor,
Portu. Ależ oczywiście.
that'll get me close to a runner who can take me back to Silbach. There's still a fair amount of areas that I haven't explored in this chapter. But who knows if it will be fruitful or not. There might be enough random XP from monsters to get another level up. But it seems kind of sparse and maybe not worth the insane amount of time it takes. Meanwhile, what is happening here? Who's fighting what? A thug? I will defeat a thug. Especially if you're attacking my homeboy Araxos Runner.
Nie masz nawet złota.
And the homeless man died. He's not even a this is the guy who was begging for money. He's not even like an angry homeless man or whatever the term is for these guys at aggro. It's just a dude. Meanwhile, plague of meat bugs. This is new. Rich merchants, landowners, and officials have been whining at Volker's door for weeks for war relief. But what right do these meat bugs in human skin have the right to ask for alms when the common folk are starving? We, the sons and daughters of this land, in the fields, mines, and workshops, shed blood, sweat, and tears day after day for these privileged bastards. We call upon all those who hunger for justice in these unjust times. It is time to say enough. So I wonder when that happened. Is that and that wasn't related to Volker's assassination attempt, was it? I feel really bad for that one beggar who died. And I was giving him money somewhat regularly, and now he's just dead. So let's wake up. And this is more plague of meat bugs. Here's a dead guy. Ours. How did he die? What is happening? Okay. He got black spotted. The curse of the black spot. The Blake and his gang, they killed him. So it's almost like no matter what, both ours and Ossip are going to die, because either one of them will be executed by the city, and the other one that doesn't will be executed anyway. Because if you don't give enough evidence, then they implicate Ossip to just kill somebody, and then ours gets killed, or you do it.
Wzywam cię na pojedynek.
Mnie?
Tak, ciebie. Słyszałem nieco o tobie. Jestem oburzony, że ktokolwiek jest tobą zainteresowany. W tym mieście najsilniejszy jestem ja i z łatwością ci to udowodnię.
If you're the strongest, why have I not heard of you until now?
Pokaż, na co cię stać.
Dobrze zatem? Przygotuj się do zbierania zębów z ulicy.
Whose teeth am I collecting? But as before, if you if you... They're gonna kill Ossip either way at some point or another. So either he gets beheaded as part of the show trial.
A, moja głowa. Ty łajdaku! To nie była uczciwa walka.
O co ci chodzi? Ja wygrałem, ty przegrałeś.
Zobaczymy następnym razem.
I hope this guy shows up later. Isn't there a quest in some game? I don't remember what game it is. If it's like, if it's Skyrim or New Vegas or some other game where someone is constantly challenging you. They just show up around the map and then you fight them and you beat them every time, and they keep vowing to come back, and they just keep showing up stronger and stronger and stronger until eventually you're finally able to say, look, man, give it up. You're not gonna beat me. And then something happens to resolve the quest. Can't remember what game that was. Maybe I'll go to, well, I was thinking maybe I could go to the Merchants Guild one more time to double check, but I have no reason to believe that suddenly there would be new armor or anything there.
Zabierz mnie do... wioski
So how about we
Sylbach.
just go to Silbach?
Ależ oczywiście.
Okay, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Perhaps before I set out with Ivy, I should rest up. Where is Ezekiel? He's not operating his stand. Is he just no longer merchanting? What happened? Lutz has left Silbach.
Lutz opuścił Silbach.
Chwała Adanosowi! Nic do chłopaka nie mam, ale będzie chociaż odrobinę spokoju w wiosce. Maczałeś w tym palce?
Powiedzmy, tylko się nie wygadaj.
Chłopie, wyprawiłbym ci biesiadę na mój koszt, gdyby nam nie zagrażali orkowie. Nie ma w życiu nic cenniejszego niż święty spokój. Zapamiętaj to sobie.
Meanwhile, I wanted to talk to Victor. How you doing?
Jak leci?
Od czasu śmierci Hendrika starszy powołał wartowników. Przydaliby nam się prawdziwi...
So, nothing with them. Martha must be in the kitchen right now. What are
Hey,
you
ty.
doing? Shouldn't you be trying to do business?
Jak interesy?
Na razie powoli, ale widzę tutaj niemały potencjał.
Well, you're not going to sell anything just sitting up
Pokaż.
here. I mean, I guess you will if your clientele comes directly up to talk to you as I am doing, but... So, yeah. Still nothing I really want to spend all my money on right now. I feel especially strapped for cash after spending like $6 grand on the house and a couple other upgrades. Ay, ay, ay. There's Martha.
Chwila.
Any follow-ups? What's new?
Co nowego?
Nic, jak to w...
Same old, same old. There's still Kipper just hanging out nowhere near the north gate. I don't know how to trigger any dialogue with him. You'd think somebody else would have a comment like, hey, Kipper's been acting a little funny lately, maybe something happened. Then that would be a quest, but I don't know who would trigger that. I'm pretty sure I've talked to most people.
Jak wszystko w porządku?
Nobody has had any dialogue relevant to that, as far as I can tell. So let's set out with Ivy and head to the Wolf Den. And before I do it, let me just double check. It's an hour and 20 minutes. Okay.
Prowadź.
Tylko na siebie uważaj. W okolicach twierdzy żyje sporo zębaczy. Wolałabym nie wydzierać cię z ich paszczy.
You don't gotta worry about me fighting snappers. I can handle snappers. I was just hoping that we would have like a little adventure together if we're gonna stop and have conversations along the way, or if there would be special spawn, like scripted spawns for this journey. So obviously I can get to the Wolf Den, no problem. There's a friggin' runner that'll take me straight there. I'm gonna be a little disappointed if I agreed to go on this journey for the point of character development and story, and it's literally just this, where we just run the whole time. And of course, it's making matters worse that she runs a little bit slower than Marvin, so now I gotta slow down to wait for her. She's just gonna ambush.
Było tu nie przychodzić.
Man, please tell me she's waiting. Thank you. This guy is really old corpse. That was from like chapter 1, I think, even. I might not have found him until chapter 2, but pretty sure he's there in chapter 1. Here we would have fought a golem if I hadn't already killed it. The friggin' black wolf over there. And here's razors. Well, that's new. Wait, no, I saw a razor earlier, didn't I? Pretty certain I did. Here's a dead razor with Devere's sword. It belongs to Wolfson Devere. So we can presume that that will be necessary for a quest before too long. Yeah, and I'm definitely getting close to that level up. This looks a little different. All these workers. And some guy that was not here the first time I was out here. And generally, is this my crew? No, okay. I thought maybe this might have been some of my original refugees that somehow showed up over here. But they are different people.
Dobra, jesteśmy na miejscu. Spacerek po rozdrożach Archolos jest całkiem miłą odmianą od gwaru tego przeklętego miasta, nieprawdaż? Przynajmniej w dziczy nic nie udaje twojego przyjaciela chwilę przed rzuceniem ci się do gardła.
I don't like the city either. I mean, obviously, like, the city is where all the opportunity is, so...
Miałem poczucie, że jeszcze moment, a zaraz to do mnie ktoś będzie próbował strzelać z ukrycia.
Cóż, to chyba urok wielkiego miasta. Im więcej kontaktu masz z wpływowymi osobistościami, tym większe ryzyko, że spełniając czyjeś polecenia nadepniesz na odcisk innym niebezpiecznym osobom.
Od czego powinienem zacząć szukanie właściciela grotu?
Przede wszystkim musimy dostać się do środka twierdzy. Nie wiem, jakie mają tutaj teraz zasady, bo dawno nie odwiedzałam tego miejsca. Ale mieszkańcy Leża niezbyt przychylnie patrzą na obcych w swoim domu. Porozmawiaj ze strażnikiem przy bramie i wyciągnij od niego, co by mogło załatwić nam wejście do środka. Tylko nie próbuj go przekupić. Reszta Archolos mogła cię przyzwyczaić do takich metod, ale tutejsi wyjątkowo tego nie lubią.
Here's a lot of dialogue. This almost sounds like it's, romantic. I had the option to say, hey, we, like, work well together. This is getting a little odd if that's where this is going, because there's not much chemistry as far as I can tell.
Co to za miejsce?
To Wilcze Leże. Ostatnia twierdza należąca do rodu, który wiele lat temu władał całą wyspą. Wciąż zamieszkują ją potomkowie rdzennych mieszkańców wyspy i bardzo niechętnie ją opuszczają. Właściwie to im się nie dziwię. To ostatnie miejsce, gdzie mogą poczuć się jak w domu. Reszta została im odebrana siłą. Jak dla mnie to i tak im się poszczęściło. Biorąc pod uwagę sytuację polityczną, Wilcze Leże to małe państwo w państwie.
Wilczy synowie?
Też byłam zdziwiona, gdy pierwszy raz to usłyszałam. Tak po prostu nazywają swój naród rdzenni mieszkańcy Archolos. Tak, wiem, Wilcze Leże, Wilczy synowie, moim zdaniem też przesadzają z tymi wilkami. Ale ich naród, ich twierdza, to niech i nazwy ustalają sobie sami.
I mean, it's all based on Wolfsack, so why not honor that with repeating the sort of homonym of the name?
Odebrana siłą? Co się stało?
Co się stało? Powiem ci, co się stało. To samo, co z Warrantem. Królestwo Myrtany się stało. Przepłynęli tu na swoich wspaniałych okrętach i systematycznie odbierali wilczym synom kolejne skrawki ziemi. Wojna podobno trwała dość długo, ale zwycięstwo Myrtany z wielkim zapleczem wojskowym i gospodarczym było nieuniknione. Do dziś nie wiadomo, jak dokładnie doszło do rozejmu, ale mówi się, że jeden z przodków aktualnego władcy Ulryka wystosował list z prośbą o pokój. Chociaż lepiej się o nich nie dopytuj. To niezwykle drażliwy temat w tych okolicach.
So, Ulrich's letter for peace. Got it. But you know, it's kind of funny, like, playing this after Gothic 3 when you realize all this talk of Myrtana and the mainland and like this being this big epic kingdom that's able to just explore and colonize and all this stuff. But then you go to Gothic 3 and it's just kind of like a bunch of rinky-dink small little outposts. Like, I don't know what the capital was like before it got burned down by orcs, but it doesn't seem like it's a very big city. Like, hell, from my memory, it seems like, was it Vanguard? Might be the same size or smaller than Archolos in terms of like the square footage and the amount of buildings that were there. Certainly less people now after it's been burned down in the Orc War, but you know, it's just like, oh man, like even this game, just the world building, it puts Gothic 3 to shame. Just trying to think of, like, imagining what we see of the Myrtanian society in Gothic 3 coming around and conquering islands like this. It's just like, oh man. Doesn't really vibe well with that image of what you see in Gothic 3, but that's fine, because Gothic 3 doesn't exist as far as this game is concerned. And what the hell is that guy doing? Anyway. Tell me about yourself.
Pracujemy już od jakiegoś czasu, ale nigdy nic o sobie nie opowiedziałaś.
Nie ma tu zbyt wiele do opowiadania. Urodziłam się w Warancie. Moja matka pochodziła z Bragi i zajmowała się handlem. Ojca nigdy nie miałam okazji poznać, a matka nie miała zamiaru mi o nim opowiadać. To były niespokojne czasy dla mojej ojczyzny. Ciągłe ataki Myrtańczyków, plagi, głód. Losy potoczyły się tak, że jeszcze jako młoda dziewczyna trafiłam pod opiekę Volkera. Zapewnił mi edukację, pomógł rozwinąć moje talenty i umiejętności, a z biegiem czasu zaczęłam dla niego pracować.
Może gdy to wszystko się już skończy, moglibyśmy przejść razem w jakieś spokojniejsze miejsce.
A jakie miejsce na tej wyspie może być spokojniejsze?
Oh, this is actually like... It's like actually trying to ask her on a date. Let's go to the Dark Mysteries. I mean, this seems like the best choice. She likes getting out of the city. I certainly wouldn't want to be going back to Ernesto's or the Helga's or... I mean, Bastion's Inn is kind of nice, but...
Moim zdaniem jakaś cicha polana lub plaża z dala od ludzi byłaby idealna, by po prostu spędzić kilka spokojnych chwil.
Teraz to mnie zaskoczyłeś. Tak, to brzmi jak dobry pomysł na chwilę wytchnienia od tej ciągłej gonitwy. Wrócimy do tej rozmowy, gdy już będziemy mieć z głowy to całe śledztwo. Nigdy nie wiadomo, co przyniesie jutro.
Alright. So apparently this is the thing that's happening.
Stój! W mury tego zamku wstęp mają jedynie wilczy synowie. Odejdź, bo będę zmuszony użyć siły. Co ty tu robisz? Ile razy mam powtarzać, że nic nie dostaniecie?
Chyba mnie z kimś pomyliłeś. Nie jestem jednym z tych pod murami.
Skąd mam wiedzieć, że nie ukradłeś nikomu tego stroju?
Mam ci to jakoś udowodnić?
Nie, nie musisz. Do środka i tak nie wejdziesz.
Mam ważną sprawę do załatwienia w leżu.
Ta, ci poprzedni też twierdzili, że ich sprawa jest ważna. Jedzenia nam dajcie, dachu nad głową i to najlepiej za darmo. Nie ma głupich. Żegnam.
Co muszę zrobić, żebyś mnie wpuścił?
Nic. Nie zadziała na mnie żadne przekupstwo. Pieniężne, alkoholowe czy cielesne. Jestem wilczym synem, a my jesteśmy nieugięci.
Nie mówiłem o przekupstwie. Ja i tamta dziewczyna możemy się przydać. Nie jesteśmy takimi darmozjadami jak tamci.
Aha, pewnie. Przynieślibyście dla mnie marchewki z pola, a ja z wdzięczności pozwoliłbym wam wejść. Zapomnij. Ostatnio napastowania tych tam trochę zelżały, więc nie mam zamiaru nikogo wpuszczać, bo znowu się zacznie. Puśćcie nas, my biedni! A tamtego wpuściłeś, to dlaczego nas nie? Nie ma mowy.
Przecież nikt nie musi o tym wiedzieć.
Człowieku, spójrz za siebie! Oni są zaraz obok! Choćby byli nie wiadomo jak pijani, zauważą, że przechodzicie przez bramę.
Naprawdę z ich powodu jesteś tak nerwowy? Ludzie uciekający przed wojną cię przerażają?
Nie, po prostu nie paliłem ziela od kilku tygodni, bo dotychczasowi hodowcy gdzieś zniknę... Dobra, nic nie mówiłem. Zostaw mnie już w spokoju.
So what if I happen to give you a big old pack of swamp weed that's been sitting in my inventory for who knows how long? And who did he try to chase away? The refugees?
Próbowaliście ich przegonić?
Niestety, Ulryk nie chce używać przeciwko nim siły, a słowa nie działają. Zresztą po co ja ci to mówię? Idź stąd, bo jeszcze tamte darmozjady sobie pomyślą, że można ze mną dyskutować.
I like this guy's attitude.
Dotychczasowi hodowcy zniknęli?
Ta, dziwna historia. Czasami straszymy nią cywili, żeby byli bardziej posłuszni.
Możesz mi ją opowiedzieć?
Ulryk urwie mi głowę. Ale co tam? Może to cię przekona, że nie warto się kręcić w okolicy. Długa czy krótka wersja?
Long version, please.
Długa.
Na północ stąd znajdują się wiedźmie trzęsawiska. Nie są tak duże jak księżycowe moczary, płytsze, potworów mniej, ale ludzie i tak unikają ich jak ognia. Mówi się o mieszkającej tam wiedźmie, wyznającej jakieś zapomniane bóstwo ludu zamieszkującego Archolos jeszcze przed ludem Wolfzaka.
Porywa dzieci i składa je w ofierze?
Cholera wie, toż to wiedźma, jej nie zrozumiesz. W każdym razie, całe bagno jest obsiane ruinami domów z czasów Wielkiej Plagi, kiedy grupa zielarzy próbowała wynaleźć lekarstwo na chorobę. Od lat powszechnie wiadomo, że tamten teren świetnie się nadaje na uprawy wszelakiej maści roślin. Stąd, pomimo złej sławy, wielu alchemików chodziło tam pracować. O większości wszelaki słuch zaginął, a ci, którzy się odnaleźli, wrócili jacyś tacy inni, z zieloną skórą, nieobecni, niektórzy podobno z ranami, czy nawet bez kończyn. Jakiś czas temu Ulryk rozkazał urządzić tam hodowlę bagiennego ziela. Wszystko przebiegało spokojnie. Rośliny rosły jak na drożdżach. Zbieraliśmy je, suszyliśmy i robiliśmy skręty. Wiesz, tutaj nie ma zbyt wielu rozrywek, więc musieliśmy coś sobie znaleźć. Po entuzjastycznym początku niektórzy pracownicy zaczęli znikać. Zaniepokojeni, poszliśmy tam z całym oddziałem zbadać sprawę. Na miejscu okazało się, że szef grupy nie żyje. Gdy badaliśmy miejsce zbrodni, z wody wyszła armia ożywieńców. Niektórych byliśmy w stanie rozpoznać, ale inni wyglądali jak wyjęci z innej epoki. Już zaczęliśmy prosić Adanosa o wstawiennictwo, gdy z pomiędzy tłumu wyszła do nas piękna kobieta. Nie mogła mieć więcej niż 30 lat. Zdawało się, że ci wszyscy nieumarli jej słuchają. Mówię ci, jeszcze nigdy tak się nie bałem. Powiedziała nam, że mamy się wynosić, bo to jej teren i zakłócamy spokój umarłych. Bez dalszej zachęty uciekliśmy najszybciej jak to było możliwe, cały czas śledzeni przez jej grupę. Dali nam spokój, dopiero gdy weszliśmy do lasu przy jeziorze. Z daleka obserwowaliśmy, jak wracają na bagna i z powrotem znikają pod wodą. Tym sposobem pozbyliśmy się dostaw ziela, ale przynajmniej żyjemy.
Aha, ty tak na serio?
Pogięło cię? To wersja do straszenia gawiedzi. Pracownicy pewnie dostali lepsze oferty pracy gdzieś w mieście, więc i uciekli. Co prawda, trochę to dziwne, że nawet szef grupy sobie poszedł, bo dużo mu płaciliśmy. Ale nie będziemy wszczynać śledztwa w sprawie paru robotników. Ale bym sobie zapalił. Niestety nie umiem znaleźć nikogo, kto poprowadziłby uprawy. Dobra, bo się rozgadałem i nie wiadomo co tamtym przyjdzie do głowy. Idź już sobie.
This guy is so fun. He's just got like this real humbug attitude, like those other people will get ideas. Leave me alone. Well, that was an interesting story though. He's talking about the misty marshes north of here, which seemed a little spooky. There might be some validity to there being a witch or something bizarre going on around there. Let's see, the actual quest, Silver Lining, has been completed. I had a preliminary conversation with Krednar, the guard of the Wolf's Den. Getting in won't be so easy. I'll have to ask him in exchange for which he'll agree to let me in. And officially, he didn't really give me a solid lead. It sounded like he either wanted me to get rid of these other refugees, so that way they'll leave him alone and he'll have people stop pestering him, or he wanted me to establish a weed supply. Excuse me, so let's read this. The guard of the Wolf's Den doesn't want to let anyone in because he's afraid that uninvited guests from under the walls will start banging on the gates again. I'm trying to persuade them to go somewhere else and stop disturbing. Krednar told me a story about a witch from the Hag Marshes. These are to scare the common folk. He probably meant the Mishti Marshes north of Wolf's Den. He changed the name of the swamps to make the story sound darker. I did find out, however, that the swamps in question are good for growing swampweed. Who knows? Maybe that information will come in handy. And so, I interpreted the dialogue correctly. Seems like I've got multiple options. I wonder if Ivy has anything to say.
I jak poszło? Dowiedziałeś się czegoś?
Strażnik nie chce nas wpuścić przez tych koczujących biedaków. Twierdzi, że jeśli nam pozwoli wejść, to zaraz cała reszta zacznie szturmować bramę.
W takim razie nie pozostaje nam nic innego, jak się ich pozbyć. Albo znaleźć jakieś inne miejsce do koczowania. Poradzisz sobie z tym, prawda? Ja spróbuję dowiedzieć się czegoś o Bełcie od ludzi przy tej chacie. Wyglądają mi na jakichś łowców. Spróbować nie zaszkodzi.
Sure, in the meantime, I kind of want to go explore the Misty Marshes. See if anything is different there. Lucy. How you doing?
Jak leci?
Coraz więcej dziwnych bestii pojawia się w okolicy. Ojciec zabronił mi się oddalać od domu.
Chciałby...
Bardzo się cieszę.
2,000 bucks for a log. Crossbow combat penalty. Ooh. That's pretty harsh. And see, here's a level 3 bow crafting recipe. So where do I gotta get level 3 sword crafting? Anyway. These two are gonna chat about the bolt. Well, I've got two obvious avenues that the game wants me to pursue. I definitely want to check out the Misty Marshes. And it might be advantageous to talk to some people around here and get an idea of the situation before I set out. But I think that's a task for next time. For now, seems like a good spot to take a break.